Oh my goodness, I love using colored pencils. They are so much fun to experiment with. You can do so many great things. Let me show you one of my favorite ways to use a colored pencil. First, choose any color at your table station to try this out. And on your blank page, hold the pencil like normal. But instead of holding it close, like sometimes we write with our writing tool, really close to the edge, hold it a little bit farther back. It gives you more control over your lines and put some heavy pressure down. Just start scribbling in a controlled way. So I'm sort of rolling the pencil and I'm layering. So I'm counting to maybe 15 in my mind, keeping on going over the same spot. I want you to try that as well. Whoa, I was trying to zoom in here. Oh, there we go. So that is a very heavy pressure. Now scoot over a little bit along that section and do medium amount of pressure. Same set of mark making, so I'm stirring the pencil, but it's a lot lighter. You notice that? Scoot over once more and go even lighter with less and less pressure. And then pretend like you're just dusting the paper with your pencil. So you can see that these pencils, no matter what color you use, you have some heavy pressure, then lift a little bit, medium pressure, lift a little bit more, lightest pressure, and into the nothingness, the vast empty space that can be created. And for some friends, it might take a little bit more time to get that technique down. So don't forget, you don't have to do it all at once. You can rest your hand. You can take a little break and stretch your art making arm. And try for value. Light to dark, or in our case, we're going from dark to light. And that's one wonderful way to use colored pencils. Value. So we're changing the pressure. Another great way to use colored pencils is called scumbling. Scumbling is another wonderful way to use colored pencils. Let me write that here. Scumbling is like stirring up the color, letting your pencil dance along the page in a controlled way, of course. It's not a scribble. And then you can find a secondary color to blend in. So perhaps I'm using pink and yellow to make my own orange. Wherever it overlaps, it almost becomes an orange. It's hard to see in this light. You might want to blend in a third color. It's a great one for adding texture, for hair, for plants and vegetation. Scumbling again is a controlled squiggle, stirring up that color and choosing another color if you wish to fill in those gaps. You can do so much with scumbling. Okay, another one that's really great to try in colored pencil techniques is what's called stippling. Stippling is gentle dot art. In fact, several artists use stippling for large-scale projects, and it does take a lot of time, but it's worth it in the end. Stippling is little dots with overlapping colors. Notice I'm not mashing the pencil in to draw these dots, and they're very small and controlled, like everything in colored pencil should be. Controlled, go slow and careful. When you stipple or draw with dots, your eye blends the colors that overlap together, and it almost plays a trick on our mind. So I used a set of 3 different colors to make my own unique green. I'm going to turn this into a leaf. So I'm not going all over the place with my stipples. I'm actually making them into a shape. So I'm going to draw this leaf dots overlapping and the stem. So you can see that this might be a technique for some small detail work. I would highly recommend using stippling for some small details that might come about in your work. Okay, so those are 3 additional techniques for using colored pencils.